Alright, welcome back everyone. We are just coming off of the first match of the day versus $Ben and CMA, where $Ben picked up his 3-0 win in the Group D match, and now we are getting into the second match of the day. Out of 4 matches, we have Obiyo versus toyomana. This is toyomana's very first race in the tournament, the group stage, so not sure what to expect here. I believe he has a pretty decent PB. Obiyo actually used to have record in this category for a moment. So he is one of the top seeded runners in this tournament. I feel like Obiyo probably has the favorite in this matchup in particular, but excited to see how toyomana does in this tournament here. Countdown is going right now. They should be going any moment, and there we go. Get them synced up here. With me on commentary again is Kives.
Hello there, everybody. Nice to be back.
I'm sure you missed both of us.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, we're ready for another match here. I think it's gonna be interesting. I wonder. I don't know much about toyomana's toyomana's gameplay, but I know a little bit about Obiyo. He's definitely a good player. We can say that, right, Pony?
Oh yeah, I mean, he's had the main category sweep, which is having the world record in all trophy races, 80% and 100% all at the same time. He is, I would say, of the modern age of DKR, one of the most dominant RTA runners that we have. And in time trial, he's our top plane time trialer for like inbounds plane. Not for combined plane, you know, like shortcuts, but he is like, especially in balloon race, he's like the best plane player in the game right now.
Yeah, he's definitely a tough opponent to have to face.
Yeah, I know toyomana's been practicing. He's been playing DKR a ton. Obiyo has, I know Obiyo's been like entered into so many other tournaments, so he hasn't had too much time to practice, but I think he can get by just fine.
Yeah, he knows this game in and out, you know. He gets really good movement here in Overworld to begin with. Let's see. Oh, toyomana struggling.
Obiyo, if you consider Overworld like a track, Obiyo has the world record in Overworld. Like, he has the fastest Overworld out of anybody, and he gets a 137 Overworld, which is like,
Jesus.
It's like 2 seconds faster than like what I get in runs.
Yeah, that's crazy. My best ever is 138, I think.
Yeah. So already Obiyo has a 10-second lead over toyomana just from the Overworld. Just shows how good of a plane player that he is. That, you know, something as simple as overworld movement, picking up balloons, can be optimized to such a level.
Indeed.
So he opens up with a mid-12 in Jungle Falls car, and he goes for the traditional routing here instead of the TT Amulet specific routing. So
probably because he's really used to, you know, hundo and 80% and everything, so just probably feels like it was for me before I switched. It feels really wrong to do the other one way around.
Nails the first cuts and skip. So toyomana will naturally he'll save maybe about a second or 2 or 3 over Obiyo just from the door movement here. So slightly more optimal than starting across the canyon, working way towards Jungle Falls. See how Obiyo handles the key pickup here. I forget if he goes for lap 2 every time or if he kind of has like a hybrid routing of it and like goes for it, depending on the speed. Gets it lap 2 here. That can be, the key grab is always really tricky depending on the kind of speed you're going into it with. Sometimes it's good if you feel like you're going way too fast. You can just hold A as you use the boost, which is slower, but it guarantees that you won't speed through it in 0 frame.
Yeah, might be worth it to just do that actually.
Yeah, that's what I typically do, is I will hold A as I boost, just to make sure that I'm not... You can go... It's very easy to go way too fast through the key. So
it is.
I cut down my speed as much as I can, just for consistency. That isn't really a section that I try to optimize for speed too much, personally.
Yeah, it's like you have to pick your battles, right? You have to just... Sometimes it's more worth to just... you know, go a little bit slower, just to... like, it's just like the section in what is it, Walrus Cove, which was talked about earlier in one of the matches, where it's probably better to just, you know, hold A and do the little turn. We can talk about it when we get there and
far,
see.
They've both nailed 2 for 2 cutscene skips here.
That is really good. Still, we see that Obiyo has his lead from, you know, from the overworld, and just generally really, really good gameplay from him here.
Yep.
I think he has had no obvious issues here so far. Let's see how it goes in FC.
But Toyomana's had some decent races so far.
Mm-hmm. This can be sub 1 for Obiyo, we'll see.
It looks like he's paced for sub 1.
Oh,
that long.
The commentator's curse.
Yep. Gets the cutscene skip anyway, though.
Yeah, pretty good. So now...
It does look like he is routing, at least this is the important part to route correctly, is that you complete the minigame before you do the fourth race. That's the important part. And you can further optimize it by starting in Fossil Canyon first. So we'll see how he does this. 42 JF. Toyomana gets the cutscene skip as well.
I see his... Yeah, I think he's holding his Z button, actually.
Yeah, that is something Obiyo's done for a very long time, is he holds Z, like, whenever he gets an item. And then he always... Because it's the release of the Z button that actually uses items, not the press.
Yeah, makes sense. Let's see if he gets stolen from here. No, it doesn't look like it.
Yep. He's holding that missile, he needs it. And he gets a very fast Fire Mountain. Toyomana is actually resetting in Fire Mountain here. Looks like he missed something pretty well, so...
Yeah, I just have to say this. Obiyo has a super good opener here. This is
Yeah, it's actually very fast.
This is very good. This is a very strong pace. I believe he's going to be like 6, really low 6 on this.
604 maybe? One for the finish. Yeah, 604.
Oh yeah. That's really good.
CPUs don't grab the central egg, but we got 2 CPUs going for the egg steal, and they both miss.
That's
it looks
good.
like he has the good pattern here from the CPUs. He does have to nail this shot. And he does. So it should
Nice.
be out of Fire Mountain there. He did have to reset the minigame once, so he will fall behind a little bit here since Obiyo has a very clean Fire Mountain.
Yeah, he also didn't miss cutscene skip, so he has to wait for the cutscene, yeah.
Yep. We'll see Obiyo's plane on full display here. Even though this is out of bounds, he is still, you know, one of the best plane players, even out of bounds.
For sure.
And this level is all about optimizing these turnarounds as tight as you can. And a good banana count is a really good way to optimize your turns as well. It guarantees that the spacing of your barrel rolls will work out where you can just barely grab these key checkpoints when you turn around. If you have like 3 or fewer, it makes it really awkward. 4 works out, but 5 is ideal. And he gets the cutscene skip, and he does exit game. That is perfection. It's a very, very good dino.
Very good. 7:26 when he goes when Taj arrives. That's very good pace. Let's see.
Out of bounds. Then we have the reverse NASCAR challenge here. Turning right 3 laps in a row. So you can see the difference of having 4 bananas as opposed to 5. Toyomana has to kind of hold his speed, hold A little bit in these turns to guarantee that he kind of gets out of it. 29.5 card challenge. If you have 5 bananas for the turnarounds, then you can kind of just go for it without having to regain your speed. Gets the exit game as well, so he'll stay
very
on
nice.
pace. So far, the only hiccup that we've seen from the runners is just Toyomana having to redo Fire Mountain just a little bit.
Yes.
I'm liking this matchup so far. They've both shown a great amount of skill.
Indeed.
So Frosty Village here, you kind of saw, you're looking at Ben's gameplay quite a lot here for Frosty Village in the previous match, so we'll see how Obiyo handles this. This is one of the it's a really fun card track if you get it right, but there's a lot of ways that it can be. You can lose time in a lot of sections here.
Oh yeah.
This jump for the lap transition, and he goes for the traditional strat of holding this blue balloon and then boosting as you land.
Mm-hmm. As I mentioned though. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, the newer strat is to do a chain at the top of the hill, boost into the zipper, and then fly down to the ground with a bunch of extra speed.
Yeah.
CPU's doing a bit of trouble there, but it gets around him quite well.
Yeah. So yeah, he's holding the balloon. Yeah, I noticed that now.
Makes this section, turning around that corner to grab that zipper is actually a little bit tricky because you fly around that turn with so much speed. You kind of have to cut it down if you do like perfectly.
103.
103
with the cutscene
skip. Nice.
This is strong.
Everything's gone well so far.
No, but sorry, I just didn't see something in chat here. What is this weird FV strategy without Salt Cure? Yeah, that's a good question. Very good question. I thought Salt Cure was the only way, but apparently it's not.
See how Obiyo goes for the key grab here. Good key grab. It can be really tricky grabbing that key. If you dive into the alcove a little bit too far, you can kind of get stuck in it and you kind of lose your speed, or you might miss the key entirely.
17 key left, that's pretty good.
I know Toyomana practices, I feel like 50% of the time whenever I tune into Toyomana practicing DKR, he's on Frosty Village. This is a skip.
Miss there.
Cutscene skip he's missed so far.
Yep.
Should be sub 110 Frosty Village here for Toyomana. Yep,
Nice cutscene skip.
Cutscene skip. He's probably pretty happy with that. It can be really tricky. Frosty Village, as soon as you kind of lose your speed once, it's really hard to get it back. The frame rate in Frosty Village is quite low and most of the time, if you play with music on. Oh, Obiyo getting a little bit mixed up there with the route. Traditionally, we will go to Icicle Pyramid after Snowball Valley.
Oh, Obiyo.
Oh, I think, yeah, he's, looks like he is unsure of the routing. It looks like,
okay.
Yeah, he's sure of himself now.
Okay, I think he's back on track, maybe?
Yeah.
Maybe if he doesn't have splits up, maybe it can be really easier to forget if you're not used to playing the category a lot, you know?
He's been quite busy. I don't know how much he's practiced, but yeah, it looks like he is sure of the route now.
Yeah.
So
I was
a little bit of time there from just kind of driving around between the door and exiting out.
Yeah, I was a bit nervous.
Shots. This is actually the best pattern. Very nice.
Wow. Nice.
So I'll gain a little bit of time back.
Yep, I was a bit... Yes, indeed. I was a bit nervous myself, actually, when we started out racing this, because I, when I'm not having the splits there, or at least in the beginning, I was, like, scared I would, forget where to go, next. Mm-hmm. It can be really easy to forget. Looks like he is, ooh!
Climbs above a door. That door can open quite slow, and you can run into it. You can run into a few doors in this game. See how Toyomana handles Icicle Pyramid here. It looks like the pattern is working out so far.
Ooh. This can be tricky. If you don't back up or drive far enough ahead, like ahead of the balloon, it won't respawn if you're like sitting on top of it.
But he nails the fast strategy. That's good.
He does. He does.
Obiyo got.
I mean, the gap is closed a little bit here. It seems. So, I'm guessing that Obiyo is like 40 seconds ahead, probably a little bit more.
Yeah, and you can just see, Obiyo's years of experience just kind of showing in this matchup here. He's been playing this game for well over, I think he's coming up over 10 years now playing this game.
Damn.
It's been such a long time that he's been running this game.
Yes, and about Walrus Cove, we talked about it a little bit earlier in the race. Here you can slow down a little bit, and I'm gonna point it out when Obiyo gets there, or even Toyomana. It's after the little tunnel section, which it can be really tricky to navigate the terrain here, or you can easily clip, like right here. it's smart to slow down a little bit, but it doesn't really seem like Obiyo is slowing down a lot.
Oh.
Oh,
Through
beautiful.
that section cleanly. 119.
Very nice.
And now coming up, probably Obiyo's strongest track in the whole race.
EP.
But I'll try not to jinx anything. I might have already jinxed it, but we'll just see what he can do here.
Oh, look at this.
Going for the time trial with the left one. He's so crazy.
Oh, all the extra barrel rolls. This is okay. This is where you just see like how there's a huge potential, like mechanically in playing. You know, you can fit in barrel rolls everywhere, but it's very risky to go for some of these barrel rolls. Hard to execute properly. I usually go for one less than one more, but that's just me because I'm not confident enough.
Yeah, when it comes to playing gameplay, there really isn't any secret. Like, there isn't some magic input that you need to do to, like, unlock, like, a few seconds of time save. Really, you just have to be more confident and play as fast as you possibly can and just hope it works out. That's really the only way you can go faster.
Yeah.
Boost as soon as you can, barrel roll as soon as you can, so this is...
Look at this. It's 56.
56. Gets the menus correctly for exit game. And I would say that he's probably not very happy with 56. He can... So, for those that don't know, the world record for Everfrost Peak plane balloon race is a 51.92. And all I know is that, you know, Obiyo really likes to see, like, maybe about a 55 or 54 or better in runs.
Yeah.
That's where he's happy.
If I see
sub 1.
Oh yeah, if I see 59, I'm like I'm stoked. I'm really
Obiyo's
stoked.
standards for himself on Everfrost Peak are so much higher than everyone else's. It's crazy to see him play that level. And most playing levels as well. He just has such a crazy high standard for himself.
Yeah, that's true. So we can see. Yes.
So you have the hover challenge record. What are like the big time saves, or what can you look out for to save time in the hover challenge?
The biggest, there are two factors I would say for doing a good hover challenge. It's one is like the snaking in general, you know, just and in the turns here, the tight turns, having the tight line while you do the snaking technique like as well as you can. It can be really rough to do in a good way. You know, just really snake it out and have some fast movement there. And also the turn, the last turn before you like approach the finish line. You know, I usually just hold A little bit, like right before, and just try to go as tight as possible, and just you know, not like go wide to be safe. You know, just have to go really tight, but it's really risky because it's easy to bonk the little corner.
Yeah, I need to. As much as I dislike like practicing hover challenge, I feel like I never practice hover challenge, so that's why I always kind of have like a 50-50 chance of screwing it up in any given attempt.
Yeah.
And like my best is like maybe a 110, and that was like a once in a lifetime run with the practice that I've done.
Yeah, I was pretty happy when I got the 108, but I felt really fast that it was possible. But it's mostly, I think snaking is the biggest part, to be honest. Like snaking technique can be really tough to master. But I've, you know, as you know, I've played my fair share of hover, so
I've see the difference in hover tech going from a track with no boost to a track with some of the biggest hover changes, and it's partly in here. You can boost like 3 to 4 times in a row, depending on what line you take.
Yeah, Power Lagoon is fun. This is a good pace for Obiyo here.
Actually, it's a really good Power Lagoon.
48.
Very good.
Yes, and cutscene skip as well.
Yeah, I'm usually happy, like, for me, a sub 50 is good. Actually, Toyomana had a good hover challenge as well, like a mid 112.
Yes, that's nice. Okay, so we're seeing Crescent now, and there's another key grab here. Let's see if we can play this cleanly.
Yeah, so Obiyo currently has over a 1-track lead from Toyomana here. So I would say, I mean, the hardest sections are coming up. We have Dark Water Beach, and then we have the third exit game that's in Skip as well.
Yeah.
If somehow both of those go wrong for Obiyo, then Toyomana could see a chance to take the lead here. But Obiyo is, you know, one of the most practiced players in this community. The chances are low, but anything can really happen. Especially in a race, the stakes are high. You kind of get nervous.
He has still not grabbed the key, so he has to go for it here. Yep, he's going a little bit early.
Will go for lap 2 or lap 3, and that kind of depends on, you know, where you want the CPUs to be, how comfortable you are with working around CPUs.
Yeah. This is looking to be like a 116 maybe. Oh, unfortunate bonk. Commentator's curse.
They both get the cutscene skip for their tracks.
Nice. So he's like one track behind here.
Yep.
So 1 minute, probably 1 minute 25 seconds, probably around that.
Around there.
So yeah, I like Crescent Island as well. I think it's a really nice track.
Yeah.
It's a fun car track, especially in balloon races, and it's just so interesting. Feels very different in time trial and balloon race.
Yeah, especially really it's very different from playing with music off, even apart from balloon race and time trial. It's also one of the few tracks that don't have any boost balloons in balloon race.
Yeah, that's true.
Similar with Haunted Woods as well is another one that doesn't have boost balloons.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get back to the track. Here in Whale Bay. This is another track where chaining your boosts is really important for the lap transition.
Missed another balloon there.
Should be able to jump off the whale. The CPU's triggered the whale to come up early, so...
Yeah, let's see if he gets the last one here. Yes, he does.
And the cutscene skip. I think he's only missed one cutscene skip so far. See how he does in Dark Water?
He's probably going for the fast strat. Let's hope he can clutch it out.
He's done the fast strat for quite a long time now. Clears the first CPU. This long shot is the hardest one to hit consistently. Yeah. Looks like he got a bad pattern here as well. They didn't, yeah, he got a bad pattern here. The CPUs did not go where they were supposed to. We'll have to resort to camping here. That goes for a hybrid camping route here. It's kind of going all over the place for the balloons.
Yeah, but it's easy to it's easy to like lose a little bit. Like you have to make a quick decision here what to do, where to.
Doing it in part to make sure that he's on the correct side of the level here, to make sure that the CPUs aren't like too far away from him, so you can optimize these balloons in particular. So
yeah, still pretty
good backup there, but not ideal.
Toyomana is still right behind. He's in Whale Bay, and he's gonna go to Darkwater Beach right after this. 15, the second lap there. And Obiyo in for Treasure Caves. He has to hit this cutscene skip. He can lose some chunk of time here if he doesn't. So this is gonna be interesting to see. Oh, nice cutscene skip from Toyomana.
He's gonna be heading into Darkwater Beach here. Not sure what strategy he's using here. This is his first time in the tournament doing his match.
Yeah. Let's see. He's going for the fast opener strat at least. Might go for the... Oh, misses that one. That's a camp angle. Okay, actually hits Diddy with that one.
Obiyo's coming up on the end of Treasure Caves here.
Oh, gets it.
The cutscene skip and exit game. Alright, so he's 3 for 3 on that one. That's good.
Very nice.
Pretty good pace so far. He's only had really, like, I guess 3 hiccups. He had that routing error in Snowflake Mountain, cutscene skip miss, and Summit Valley.
Yeah.
Less than ideal Darkwater Beach. But other than that, he's played very well.
Indeed.
So Yamana's out of Darkwater. Obiyo will be showing off his plane abilities here in Plane Challenge.
3, 4, 5, 6, 1.
You can really see how much speed you can carry through these sections here if you space out your barrel rolls perfectly.
Yep. I'm gonna try to do my counting here. 1, let's see, 4, and let's see if it adds up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1.
And this section here,
2,
lag builds up quite hard. It's hard to get these turns just right.
1, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3.
54 here. Yeah,
very good.
54.
Yeah, so it looks like he's doing the exact same number of rolls as me. Like it's pretty set number, you know. If you get the right speed and just keep keep at the same pace.
Yeah, that's one thing that when I started trying to get better at playing, when it came to track with few variables like plane challenge, cutscene skip attempt, toyomana, and he gets the third XP as well. I believe they
very nice.
All three of them. That's
very nice.
But getting better at playing when it just comes to barrel roll spacing, plane challenge is a great place to learn it because all you have to do to go faster is to nail the correct amount of barrel rolls with the correct lines, and that's really it.
That's true.
Oh,
he gets out.
Barrel roll out of bounds. Obiyo plays on the dark side, as I see. Very good. Most people are on the right barrel roll gang, but Obiyo is part of the left barrel roll association.
Oh,
clearly.
It's such a rough bonk.
That's the worst place to bonk.
I hate that, man. It's just the worst feeling.
Toyomana's going for a safer line here because he has less speed to prevent the DQ. Because the line we typically take will work when we have the high speed around that corner. Yeah. Obiyo's going for a weird line, very wide, but it looks like he did get the checkpoint. Gonna go back inbounds for a 101 windmill planes with 3 buffer or 2 buffer cutscene skip. That makes a little bit of time over pretty much any Greenwood Village. That's just how good he is in playing.
Yes.
He'll actually go slower 9 times out of 10 if he goes to Greenwood Village instead.
This is a very good time from Obiyo. This is going to be a 27 something.
Yeah, I think he's on pace for 27. We haven't had too many 27s in the tournament.
Nope. Dangerous opponent.
Pretty tight.
16 key grab.
Second key grab. Very nice. Oh,
so, it's the hardest part of the race, as Leah says. Let's see here. How long does this segment take, approximately?
I feel like I should know this, but I don't. It takes around 45 to 50 seconds for Smoky Castle.
Yeah, you can see now. Start at like 53.
I believe Obiyo's PB here is like a mid 27, so he's playing.
I think it's 27-20, I believe.
Yeah, I mean he's playing pretty darn close to his PB here. So I feel like despite the few hiccups, he's going to be pretty happy with his performance here today. Gets around that CPU, so this is looking like a clean Smoky Castle here. Really the only issue in Smoky Castle is to make sure you don't outpace your banana respawn times and to not get shot by that CPU on the second wave of the banana pickup.
Yeah.
I think finishing here with a 27-44. Very nice. That's one of the faster times in the tournament so far.
GG. I don't know what Toyomana's PB is. I'm gonna see if there is any on speedrun.com.
I forget if he's submitted his time. 113 misses the cutscene skip, but that's okay.
That is okay. Amulet, let's see.
It doesn't look like Toyomana submitted any PB to speedrun.com quite yet.
No, it doesn't look like it. Obiyo only 21 seconds from his PB there.
Yeah, that's kind of what we're looking for, is to play as good as you can, and I feel like despite the mistakes, a lot of it getting really unlucky with the CPUs. There really wasn't much else that he could have done. 19-second key grab from Toyomana.
Yep. This can be a sub 30. The 29 at least. I believe it's gonna be that. If depends on how Smokey goes. We're looking at sub 30 here. It's gonna be tight, but
It looks like he'll probably miss out on sub 30 here.
you think so?
It's going to be
50.
really close.
Yeah, it's gonna be like on the second.
Yeah, if he nails the strategy, he might barely get it.
Mm-hmm.
To see.
Let's not curse anything.
Good turn there. You got to really outpace the CPU that has a missile here. You
Yep,
want to make
good.
sure that you get out of the middle lane of that piece of road because that's where the CPU is driving.
Yeah. Oh, this is exciting. Oh!
Little bonk there. Now it's going to be close. Feel like he'll probably miss out on sub 30.
Yeah.
Either way, there really wasn't too many massive mistakes from Toyomana. Like, I think he will probably be very happy with his performance here,
Yeah, I think so too.
despite the loss. He was going against one of the stronger opponents in this tournament, so despite that, I think he probably played, you know, yeah, 30-08.
30-08, that's pretty good. That's a solid effort. GG's.
Yeah, Obiyo playing very close to his PB here. Very, very good performance.
Yeah, that's a rough time to beat.
Yep. All right.
There we
Obiyo.
have him. Obiyo.
Yo.
Yo, yo, yo.
Good morning. Congrats. 27-44 in a race. That's really, really good.
I guess I'm half asleep and did stupid stuff.
Yeah. I guess,
Oh.
yeah. From you, I guess the only things that didn't go as you planned was probably the Darkwater Beach RNG, and then very small routing error in Snowflake Mountain. That was pretty much it.
So I missed Snowball Valley cutscene and I forgot you could just press A because you already watched it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was just sitting there watching the cutscene, not pressing A. And,
Yeah, I actually didn't think about that.
Oh,
Then
I actually didn't
and I lost
think
like
about that
10
either.
seconds. I was like,
Oh,
oh,
no.
cool. And then that tilted me, so I was thinking about it entering IP, but I completely forgot to do the IP strat. I'm like, oh my god, what am I doing?
Yeah.
So that was like a snowball effect there, but yeah.
Snowball.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, I mean, despite all of that, I think if you cut all of that out, you're probably well into like a PB pace sort of run with the races you were getting.
I mean,
Indeed.
yeah. You combine that with like a good dark water, and this is like a low 27. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure.
Yeah. I think you had a lot of good races in this. Played very well. Despite just waking up probably.
Yeah, I woke up, started stream, and that's pretty much it.
So that's I mean, you play pretty good, so that's probably what you have to do in the future. Just, wake up and go straight to streaming or straight to attempts, and then you will get
Oh, honestly,
very good.
maybe.
Yeah, playing the game for as long as you have, you don't need too much practice to put up some good numbers these days.
Very
Just
true.
need-
Yeah, it's all muscle memory now.
Yeah, you could probably do it in your sleep as well. Who knows?
I
mean-
wish.
I mean, Giz can do it in his sleep. He's played for that long as well. Shoutouts to his all character 100% run.
Oh god, I remember.
Yeah.
Yep. I don't know if we're gonna get Toyomana in Discord, but GG to Toyomana as well.
Yeah.
Very solid gameplay, I would say, and I don't know if he's happy or not with the time. I'm not sure about his PB, but yeah, I think he held up really well.
Yeah. Yeah. Anything else to say from you two? Other than GG's?
GG's and I don't know, 26 next race.
26.
Oh,
Yep.
let's go.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it.
That's going to be your second match. So you're now 2-0 in Group C here, and you're going to be playing your next match later. So we're going to see that in a little while, but I think we're going to be wrapping up this match here. We'll be switching restreamers as well. We're gonna be going over with someone else, so I think the stream will cut out for a moment while we get that sorted out, but stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. We have another match coming up. We have 2 more matches coming up today. We have Tarzan the Great versus Toyomana again. He's playing back-to-back.
Indeed.
That's going to be starting pretty soon here. So we're going to wrap this up right now. Stay tuned if you want to check that out. And that's going to be it for this match. Congrats to Obiyo on the win. And we will see you in a little bit.
Yes, sir.